Good afternoon, sir.
ये चीज का लास्ट टॉपिक है। कल हमने डिस्कस किया था केमिस्ट्री ऑफ चीज पे और ये लास्ट है, दैट इज फिजिको केमिकल चेंजेस ड्यूरिंग स्टोरेज ऑफ चीज। ड्यूरिंग स्टोरेज क्योंकि चीज की जो कीपिंग क्वालिटी होती है, जो हम लोग स्टोरेज करते हैं, वो ज्यादा होता है up to 1 year, but depends upon the different variety of the cheese. So what are the changes during the storage? जब हम लोग स्टोरेज करते हैं तो ड्यूरिंग स्टोरेज चीज पे क्या इफेक्ट पड़ता है रिगार्डिंग द फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज। So first of all, the what are the changes during the storage of cheese on the that is the physico-chemical property. ये फिजिकल अलग है और केमिकल अलग है। So what are the physical changes during the storage of the cheese? फिजिकल चेंजेज में क्या चेंजेज होगा? फिजिकल कहने का मतलब है कि उसके फ्लेवर पे, टेक्सचर पे, कलर पे क्या इफेक्ट पड़ेगा ड्यूरिंग स्टोरेज। So first of all, we here start the physical properties of cheese during the storage. जो फ्लेवर होता है, क्योंकि इसकी कीपिंग क्वालिटी ज़्यादा होती है, तो जो चीज़ के फ्लेवर है, ये फ्लेवर चेंज होता है। तो फ्लेवर में क्या चेंजेज होता है, दैट इज द फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टी। सो फ्रॉम द माइल्ड एसिड टेस्ट, जो माइल्ड एसिड टेस्ट एंड एरोमा, दिस इज नॉट द रियल चीज फ्लेवर इन ग्रीन चीज टू डेवलप ऑफ द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स फ्लेवर ऑफ द रिपेंट चीज। रेपेंट चीज मीन्स दैट इज द एज चीज जो हम लोग एज ए प्रिजर्वेटिव या जो लॉन्ग कीपिंग क्वालिटी के लिए रखते हैं। सो रिपेंट चीज दैट इज एज्ड चीज। सो देर आर द चेंजेस टू mild acid taste aroma in green cheeses to the development of the characteristic flavor. Before that, अब इससे पहले later on there are the blend of the several odors and taste. हम लोग क्या करते थे कि बहुत सारे odor and taste को blend करते थे। A blend of several odors and tastes such as the diacetyl in the mild cheese to trace of the odors of the butyric and caproic acid, esters of the alcohol, salts of the propionic acid, in well-aged cheese and pungent odors of the compounds of ammonia and sometimes the hydrogen sulfide in the very old cheese. So this is the new concept of the cheese. Old concept of the cheese. Next, what are the changes of body during the storage of cheese? In body, the cheese becomes slightly harder due to the loss of moisture. क्योंकि चीज जो है वो मॉइस्चर डिपेंडेंट है। अगर मॉइस्चर लॉस होगा ड्यूरिंग द स्टोरेज मॉइस्चर लॉस होना ही है। अगर मॉइस्चर होगा लॉस होगा, so it becomes the harder body. There is also a gradual change from the rubbery body in the green cheese to a mellow and waxy body in ripened cheese. So these are the conditions during the storage of the cheese. Next physical property, that is the texture. So regarding the texture, the cured cheese tends to acquire the close to close texture. second part, after the completion of physical property, the second part, that is the chemical properties. There are various changes during the chemical compositional basis, chemical changes on the storage of the cheese, cured cheese. So the chemical changes which occurs during the curing of the cheddar cheese are, अब इसमें जो चेंजेज होता है, मेजर चेंजेज क्या होता है, लैक्टोज से लैक्टिक एसिड बनता है फर्स्ट, सेकंड चेंजेज दैट इज द प्रोटियोलाइसिस, थर्ड चेंजेज दैट इज द लिपोलाइसिस. जो फर्मेंटेशन होता है, फर्मेंटेशन ऑफ लैक्टोज टू द लैक्टिक एसिड, and they are also formed the small amounts of the acetic acid, propionic acid and the carbon dioxide. So these are the changes during the storage conditions of the cheese. Second things, the changes in the proteolysis. We all know about what is the proteolysis. बहुत बार हमने discuss किया है proteolysis. Proteolysis means splitting or breakdown of the protein in the smaller fragments, and lipolysis, in lipolysis we can say that the split of the fat breakdown. जब फैट का ब्रेकडाउन होगा, जो हम लोग ये जानते हैं कि ये स्मॉल पार्टिकल्स में, दैट इज आल्सो रिस्पांसिबल फॉर द रेंसिडिटी. जो लिपोलाइसिस होगा, लिपोलाइसिस इज आल्सो रिस्पांसिबल फॉर द रेंसिडिटी. रेंसिडिटी क्या होगा कि जो ऑफ फ्लेवर होगा, दैट इज द डिफेक्ट्स, द ऑफ फ्लेवर डेवलपमेंट होगा. So first, the most of the obvious chemical changes are the breakdown of the protein and the newly created solubility of about 25% of the total protein in cured cheddar cheeses. But in addition to breakdown, the ammonia produced by the molds and the bacteria may have considerable effect on the pH of the cheese, and it is also assist in the growth of the other type of the bacteria. During the storage period, the increase in the acidity. During the storage period, the cheese increases in the acidity and decreases in the pH. ये vice versa है. अगर चीज की एसिडिटी इंक्रीज करेगा तो pH डिक्रीज करेगा. So an increase in acidity and decrease in pH takes place for the first few days. Then the pH is lowest in cheese on about the third or fourth day, pressing, and it is normally 5.10 to 5.05. It is then decreased slowly and steadily during the curing periods. The major changes, that is the proteolysis and lipolysis. So we know all that proteolysis it is the most important things during the storage of the cheese. So the proteolysis is the most important and complex of all the events during the ripening of the cheese. Ripening पता है हम लोग, the addition of the starter culture. So the protein is the most important, and it is also a complex of all the events during the ripening of cheese. And the extent and pattern of the proteolysis is also used as an index of the cheese ripening and quality of the cheese. So the proteolysis contributes significantly towards the development of texture and flavor in cheese. जो major responsible roles है proteolysis का, so it is significantly, ये इसलिए जाना जाता है, it is development of the texture and flavor in cheese. जो texture और flavor development होता है due to the proteolysis. So the textural changes, that is the softening of the soft cheese curd, occurs due to the breakdown of the protein network. प्रोटियोलाइसिस में क्या होता है कि जो breakdown of the protein network, and it is released to the smaller fragments, the release of the carboxyl and amino groups, and it is resulting in the binding of the more water and it is also responsible for the decrease of the water activity. Water activity, that is also known as AW. And proteolysis leads to the formation of the peptides and free amino acid which contributes to the cheese flavor. ये पहले भी बता चुके हैं. Proteolysis means, proteolysis कहने का मतलब है it can the break down the formation of the smaller fragment, that is the peptides and free amino acid, and these peptides and free amino acids are responsible for the cheese flavor. These amino acids also acts as the precursor of the many reactions. ये इसके अलावा भी बहुत सारे चेन रिएक्शंस होते हैं उसके लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबल है, like the transmission, deamination, decarboxylation, desulfuration, catabolism of aromatic compounds such as the tyrosine, phenylalanine, tryptophan, and it also generates the many important flavor compounds. Now the proteolysis in cheese is catalyzed by the proteinase and peptidase, and they originate from the following sources. During the proteolysis of cheese, it is catalyzed either by the proteinase or by the peptidase, and also it is obtained from the following sources, that the coagulant, milk, starter lactic acid bacteria, non-starter lactic acid bacteria, secondary starters that is widely used in the camembert cheese and blue cheese. In camembert cheese, the Penicillium camemberti starter has been used, but in blue cheese, the Penicillium roqueforti has been used. And next, other sources, that is the exogenous proteinase or peptidase, it is also used if added for the accelerated ripening of the cheese. So these are the conditions, these are the source for the proteolysis of cheese. But in the majority of cheese varieties, the casein is initially hydrolyzed. Casein is initially hydrolyzed by the residual coagulant, that is known as the chymosin, जो हम लोग कल भी डिस्कस किए थे, chymosin. So the majority in the cheese variety, casein is initially hydrolyzed by the residual coagulant, that is chymosin, which results in formation of the large and intermediate size peptides. These peptides are then hydrolyzed by the enzymes derived from the starter and non-starter cultures of the cheese. Now the production of the small fragment, that is the small peptides and amino acids, is caused by the action of the microbial proteinase and the peptidase respectively. Next or last last responsible factors, that is the lipolysis. We all know about what is lipolysis. Lipolysis, that is responsible, that is related to the lipids or fat. Lipolysis कहने का मतलब the breakdown of the lipids, splitting of the lipids in the smaller fragments. So the milk fat is essential for the development of the correct flavor in the cheese during the ripening. ये हमें मालूम है कि the fat is responsible for the flavor. Fat is also responsible for the flavor. So the milk fat is essential for the development of the correct flavor in the cheese during ripening. Cheddar and other cheeses normally made from the whole milk do not develop correct flavor when it is made from the skim milk or milk in which milk fat has been replaced with the other lipids. So the lipids may undergo the oxidative or hydrolytic degradation. जो हम रेंसिडिटी की बात करते हैं, रेंसिडिटी पहले भी डिस्कस किए, रेंसिडिटी दैट इज रिस्पांसिबल फॉर द फ्लेवर. रेंसिडिटी may be classified either by the oxidative rancidity or hydrolytic rancidity. In oxidative rancidity, the oxidation has been occurs, so the lipid may undergo the oxidative or hydrolytic degradation in foods, but the redox potential of cheese is very low, so mainly hydrolytic degradation of lipids takes place in cheese. We know that the triglycerides, it is the major lipids. Triglycerides contains the about 97 to 98% of the total milk lipids. So the triglycerides present in the cheese are the hydrolyzed by the lipase, which results in the formation of the fatty acids. So these are the conditions. The triglycerides it is present in the cheese are the hydrolyzed by the lipase and which result in the formation of the fatty acid. Now, what are the sources of lipase in cheese? जैसे प्रोटीलाइसिस के केसेस में क्या बेसिक सोर्सेस था, उसी तरह लाइपेज सोर्सेस ऑफ द लाइपेज इन चीज क्या होगा? द बेस्ट सोर्सेस ऑफ द लाइपेज इन चीज दैट इज द मिल्क, rennet. We all know about what is rennet. A starter culture, different types of a starter culture. Non-starter culture bacteria are also the source of the lipase in cheese. Non-starter bacteria may come through the ingredients or the contamination. These are the sources. The non-starter bacteria, they are come from the ingredients or either by the contamination. Exogenous lipase, जो exogenous lipase, it is if added deliberately, जब intentionally हम लोग इसको add करते हैं, so these are the also sources of the lipase in the cheese. Now, अगर low level lipolysis होगा, so this is desirable. और अगर high development, high excessive lipolysis होगा, there causes the rancidity. So the low level of the lipolysis is required for the development of the flavor of the cheese, but the excessive lipolysis causes the rancidity. इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि अगर लो लेवल ऑफ लिपोलाइसिस होगा, that is required for the development of the flavor of the cheese, but अगर excessive level of the lipolysis होगा, so these excessive lipolysis is causing the rancidity, means of flavor होगा. जो flavor होना चाहिए लो लेवल में flavor development होगा, that is the required, but अगर excessive lipolysis होगा तो इस केसेस में क्या होगा कि ऑफ फ्लेवर होगा, that is rancidity. So the lipolysis of milk fat results in the production of the free fatty acid which contribute to the flavor of the cheese and also acts as the precursor of development of other flavor compounds in cheese like the esters, lactones, ketones and aldehyde. So these esters, lactone, ketone and aldehyde are responsible for the flavor compound. These are the flavoring compounds present in the cheese. These secondary fat derived compounds can also be the potent flavor compounds. So the fatty acid esters are produced by the reaction of the fatty acids with an alcohol. Ethyl esters are the most common examples of the fatty acid. One of thing that is the thioester, it is formed by the reaction of the fatty acid with the thiol compounds. It is formed via the catabolism of the sulfur containing amino acid, that is methionine. So now the fatty acid lactones, these are responsible for the flavor compounds of the cheese. So the fatty acid lactones are formed by the intermolecular esterification of the hydroxy acids, gamma and delta lactones. It contributes to the flavor of a number of the cheese varieties. And the N-methyl lactones are also formed by the beta oxidation of the fatty acid. Now the liberation of the short chain and medium chain fatty acid from milk fat by lipolysis, it contributes directly to the cheese flavor, short chain fatty acid or long chain fatty acid. The liberation of the short chain fatty acid and medium chain fatty acid from the milk fat, then if the lipolysis occurs, it is also contribute to the cheese flavor. This degree of the flavor development depends on the variety of the cheese. Now for the example, it is very extensive in some hard italic varieties, smear cheeses and blue mold cheeses. Excessive lipolysis causes the rancidity in cheese varieties like the cheddar cheese and Gouda cheese. So that is objectionable. If the excessive lipolysis occurs, then there are the chances of the rancidity, means there are chances of the development of the off flavor in especially of the cheese variety of the cheddar cheese and Gouda cheese. So now the
थैंक यू सर।
समझ में आया?
आवाज नहीं
है?
सर, आवाज कम आ रही थी इसी का।
ठीक है, कुछ क्वेरी होगा तो पूछना, ये इम्पोर्टेंट था ये आज का भी टॉपिक। ये चीज का पार्ट खत्म हो गया। नेक्स्ट पार्ट हम लोग कंसंट्रेट एंड ड्राइड मिल्क प्रोडक्ट स्टार्ट क्लास, ठीक है
सर?
हाँ
सर बोले सर, हम लोग का क्या होगा सर? अब सितंबर अगस्त तक एग्जाम ही नहीं होगा, हम लोग का इंटरनल का कुछ पता ही नहीं है।
तो ये पॉलिसी वाली बात है ना जी, अब हम इसमें क्या बताएंगे, ये बताओ। ये तो जो गवर्नमेंट का वो जो डिसीजन होगा उसी डिसीजन पे ना होगा।
सर जैसे अगस्त में हम लोग का इंटरनल होगा, सितंबर में एक्सटर्नल है, रेगुलर हो जाएगा सर, हम लोग क्या करेंगे सर? समझ नहीं।
अब चलो देखो, कल से तो ओपन हो रहा है ना, अब उसमें देखो कुछ डिसीजन निकल के आवे तो ठीक है ना।
सर 12 से आएगा,
12 से है
सर अभी
हाँ,
नोटिस
सर,
कुछ सर कॉलेज की तरफ से
अच्छा
सर कॉलेज
आएगा
की तरफ
नोटिफिकेशन आएगा, आ जाएगा।
सर बोला गया कि इंटर ऑनलाइन भी हो कर सकते हैं क्लास।
देखेंगे वो कल डिसीजन, देखते हैं क्या आता है। अभी तो हम लोगों के पास भी नहीं है ना यूनिवर्सिटी लेवल का कुछ भी चीज, हम लोग भी वेट कर रहे हैं, ठीक है ना। ठीक है,
इंटर बोले ऑनलाइन होगा तो ठीक रहेगा, काहे कि एग्जाम तो होगा नहीं हमसे।
अब ये पॉलिसी वाली चीज है ना, अब देखते हैं, ठीक है ना। कुछ भी चीज होगा फिर हम लोग बात करते हैं, ठीक है।
ठीक है सर, थैंक यू। ठीक है सर, भेज देते।